Hey guy. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hey guys. I am looking for the other button. Don't know where it is. There it is. Hello. Hey guys. Welcome to the show. This is the time where we do a pre-show, so you can share it to your Facebook. So if you're watching the show, you want to share it to your friends, go to Flows. You're already on Flows4u.com or Flows4u on the Facebook. Just press the share button and stick that on your Facebook feed, so more people watch us. So that's how that works, Trey.
Right.
Those instructions were mainly for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just needed you to know how to do this.
I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you for always being
important.
here and keep me up to date with things.
I want you to be as professional as possible because it's important.
As professional as possible.
Yes. And so that's how that works. So thank you for everybody watching the show. Thank you, Trey, and thank you, Brian, for being here. Hey, now, anyways, Trey, let's do that drop and let's make us up a songy song as we post all the thingy things.
All right, so I'm just gonna go. Let's get it.
Oh, here I go again. I gotta do it like forever, I can never sin. Now I trip it, sit it, go. Did you want me rapping forever? Yo. Now I gotta do it like this, I know. Going to Trey's face pack, yo. Face pack, Facebook, I don't even know. Now I gotta say that my life explode and then I expand. Superman, playing with the simple land. Only if I did it, won't ever call me a simple man. Now I rippy rapping raps. Looking for my people, now I can be gone gaps. Ha ha, what am I to do? Sometimes I am from a zoo and I'm cool, better than you. Talking about your mama, yes I do. No, not really. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Only if I run for the people. Play back, weigh that. Only if I can't shake that. You that somebody could really just rap. That's me. Only if you can't proceed. I knew that I could be everything that I see. No, no. Take a photo, bro.
3,
now I gotta say that
2,
I know what I know. No.
1.
Somebody press the button. Press the button. All right. Trey, you sounded like you were on page.
What?
I was doing other things, Trey. I was doing
No
other
worries.
things.
Cut the intro in. This is our perfect chance for that.
Dang it, Trey. You're supposed to press the button. All right, here we go. Pressing the... Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. Well, hi guys. Welcome to the show for real this time. You are watching Flows for You, an amazing podcast where we do raps after we talk about stuff, and then we raps again. I don't know why we do it 2 times, but we're cool like that because that's how we rap. And today we have our amazing guest, Mr. Brian Tellor. What's up, Brian?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you
for being here, man. We're so excited to have you.
Appreciate you having me on. I'm not used to being on this side of the mic. I'm usually on the host side. So
yeah, I mean it's still the same side.
Well,
but
same side.
I mean, you're still on the front side of the microphone. But no, I mean it's good to have somebody that actually has a professional podcast on our podcast. So it's really exciting.
Yeah,
and
well, I use the word professional loosely. It's
well, yeah. No, well, I say it sounds awesome. So that's my opinion. And but all right. What's our highlights of the week? Trey, do you want to start? Or do you want me to start?
Yeah, I can start. Do we have banners by chance?
We do, Trey, but I don't remember how I uploaded them. So you're gonna have to give me a second, okay?
No worries.
I was doing other
so
things.
I will go ahead and go. So what's crazy and really cool that will be kind of going into our quiz is I got to meet someone from the WWE. That's my highlight of the week.
Well, there you go. You win, like always.
I mean, normally some of my stories are kind of lame, but I mean, I kind of take pride in that one. So.
Yeah. I mean, in general, you're kind of lame.
Wow, awesome. Appreciate it. Do you want to go next, Jason?
Yeah. I destroyed my chair.
You destroyed your chair. Okay. I'm gonna hear about that one next.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to hear your highlight of the week, man. Bring us home. It's got to beat mine. It has to beat Jason's because his was,
Yeah. So this week, I guess my.
I wasn't paying attention, Trey.
What?
Look at the.
Oh my gosh! What the freaking? Oh.
Moving us all around.
Sorry. That was a Freudian slip. I really want to Keith as the new co-host. I guess I just left it there accidentally.
Oh, come on, Jason. You got this, man.
No. I told you that was on purpose. No, just playing that. Click it. Your name's on there.
So, yes. Tell us your highlight of the week. I want to hear it. And there, my thing is caught in my beard. What the heck was that?
All right. So with me, the highlight of the week is I discovered grays are real.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right,
That
happy.
definitely beat mine, and it sclounced Jason's for sure. So I can't wait to get to yours. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with mine. So I got to I actually met somebody from the WWE. So what I mean by that is he's an old high school friend of mine, and I ran into him at a Kroger not too long ago, and basically, we caught up, and he had just got back from training, and he ended up hurting himself. I think they're doing a couple stunts or something, and actually, I think he ended up falling down the stairs, and he hurt himself, and he twisted a leg or something, and so they actually sent him back from training to recuperate. And he's more than welcome to come back when he's done, but I just thought that was really cool. He doesn't have a name yet. He didn't make it that far, but it was just kind of cool to meet him. And yes, I didn't meet anyone famous, but he totally was still training to be in the WWE, which was really cool. So, that's my highlight of the week. Go ahead, Jason.
That's awesome.
I know yours is way better than mine, so.
Well, so I was sitting. I was going to sit down, and I saw my son sitting on my chair. So then I ran back to the door, and then I started running towards him to drop kick him in my chair because I'm a dad. This is what dads do. And he is smarter than me and got out of the way. So I drop kicked my chair and broke it into pieces. It is now holding on one screw at this point. And so if you look, see, this is not a feature of the chair. Is this wobble going on?
Oh, dude, I can't wait for you to fall out of that one.
Yeah, no. So there's a chance that I'll fall out of this one also. But, it's what it is. So, I'm looking to order a new chair. I really want a Secret Lab chair, which are like $500. But I've spent so much money in the last 2 months. Like my wife has given me half that as a budget, and so I'm not. Thank you, Sandy. I know. But so that's what I did. I broke my chair by being a goofball. So if you should know, you don't actually connect when you drop kick somebody. It's not what people do. I just need people to know I don't actually do it. It's fake drop kicks, guys.
Right.
Fake drop kicks.
That's what they all say till somebody gets hurt.
We have this beanbag. We have this giant beanbag at the house, and I was like, he was sitting on the beanbag chair, and so I'd run up and I would jump on him, but then I would I would cradle myself so I didn't have to squish him. But then I started doing it where I smacked my backside and I was gonna sit on him, but then he was smarter, and so he would just crawl under my legs. It was a funny bit, and so now it's one of his favorite things. So anyway, sorry, that was way too long of a story. I apologize.
It's okay. We'll forgive you this time.
Yeah.
Just this time, though.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's my show. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, there you go. All right,
Our
so
show. Sorry, Trey.
it's my turn to expand on the grades.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Okay.
take
Yes,
as much
please.
time as you want, please.
Trey will just get you on his other show to talk about this. So.
Okay. Well, maybe it's not as exciting as it sounded, but
Dang it.
I've always believed in life out there somewhere.
Okay.
And so I've always taken an interest to it, but I've never experienced. I had the opportunity to experience any sort of alien life form, but I was watching Ghost Hunters, I think is the show what it's called.
Perfect.
And they visited a ranch where the owners of this ranch had claimed that there were gray aliens that would appear through a portal and attack his wife and do all this kind of stuff. So the ghost hunters were investigating it, which I thought was kind of weird because it was aliens. But
Yeah,
they
it's a little above their pay grade.
right. But they were capturing some pretty interesting visuals. And I would say that a lot of times I kind of laugh at the show because I don't, it seems a little outrageous. But this time, I think they made a believer out of me. So now I'd like to go and actually be abducted. Check that side of it out. But
Oh, yeah, you can count me out, brother. I would love to have a friend that got abducted, but not your boy.
Oh yeah, so you can have him on your show and talk about it.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, you threatening to get me abducted now? I don't understand.
Nope, not that.
Nope.
No, but that's crazy though, man. I didn't realize ghost hunters even delved into that realm of craziness.
I don't know if it was a
They were
one-time
just
deal or
struggling,
not.
Yeah. They were
Yeah,
just
there's-
like, when we need something. Is
We
there
need something
anything?
to get
oh,
the
there's
fans
aliens.
back.
Let's go. Yeah.
We're
Nobody
losing money
believes the
here.
Ghosts.
Aliens, that's what we'll do. Aliens.
People like that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I was a big fan of Art Bell. I don't know if you listen to Art Bell coming up, if you have a show, but that's where I got my interest in the extraterrestrial.
Do you know who that is, Trey?
Say that again?
Art Bell. He's passed
No.
away now, so
No.
it's definitely worth a YouTube rabbit hole binge. Just search Art Bell, Midnight in the Desert, or Coast to Coast, and he's got a lot of crazy characters that come on.
That's awesome.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we got a few people watching. We got Sandy, whose show starts right after ours, and so we're actually gonna try to do a raid, and we're all gonna go watch her show for the first few minutes, see if anybody wants to go follow us to go see her. But that's exciting. And then of course, Mr. Pina / his daughter are watching us, and so that's really cool. And so
What's up, Sandy? What's up, Jaime?
hi, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. So I guess now it's time for the quiz, Trey.
Ooh, and I got something special for you guys.
Ooh.
As you guys can see, it's gonna be a revolving around the WWWW.
I'm just playing. I was just gonna keep going, but yes, it's around the WWE. I got an interesting quiz tonight, and it revolves around the crazy happenings in the '80s, revolving around the WWE. And so this will be an interesting quiz. So
Trey, we have to take a break. Get a voice ready. Look,
where's Eden's hello?
let's go, Trey. Get it. Let's get it.
Hello,
set.
Eden. How's it going? I hope you're having a great day today.
Thank you so much for being our favorite listener. Even though your dad is our least favorite listener, and so we appreciate you so much. You're amazing. He's not so much.
Wow.
Man.
Jason can speak for himself. Jaime, I love you. And I want you to always come and support our show.
From the very deep parts of my heart.
Yes.
So anyway, yes, so we got a quiz coming up, and it is going to be crazy. Brian, how this goes is you're going to beat Jason tonight. I mean, you're going to go against Jason tonight, and whoever has the most points at the end of the quiz wins.
Something I know too, guys.
It is multiple choice. You guys both get a shot at each question. So let's see how this thing goes. And question number 1 will go to Brian. So, my main man, Brian.
All right.
The Ultimate Warrior
good.
did one of the most unthinkable things to a fan. Was it A, he spit in a fan's face?
No.
Was it B, he actually sent a fan to the hospital? Was it C, he turned down a fan's autograph? Or was it D, he turned down visiting a Make-A-Wish kid?
Oh yeah.
He turned down visiting, with a Make-A-Wish kid.
Make-A-Wish kids. I could believe that he would be prone to violence because he would run in the ring, act all crazy, seem like maybe he had a little roid rage going on. But I'm gonna go with he snubbed a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah, okay. All right. Jason, what is your answer? Is it he spit in a fan's face, he actually sent a fan to the hospital, he turned down a fan's autograph, or he refused visiting a Make-A-Wish kid?
I mean, it's probably spit in his face, but I do love the idea of the Make-A-Wish kid one because I feel like that's something he would do.
So surprisingly, you guys both got the first question correct. Hey. So he actually refused to visit a Make-A-Wish kid. Wow. For whatever reason. I mean, if I was that popular, I would be honored for a dying kid, his last wish to be to visit, or for a longtime fan to visit, for him to come through and visit. Like, why would you turn down? That's just messed up. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. That's messed up.
Yeah.
I don't care how famous you are. I don't care who you think you are. That's messed up. But yes, that actually happened. He turned down a Make-A-Wish kid. But question number 2, Jason. So the Fabulous Freebirds, they were fired by Andre the Giant, but they were given 2 choices by Andre. Either don't come back or what? Was it A, pay the WWE a fine of $10,000 each? Was it B, apologize publicly in front of all their fans? Was it C, face Andre himself? Or was it D, purposely lose their next match?
My turn. It's C.
Okay. Brian, what do you think? Do you need the choices again?
No, I think I got this one. So Andre was, from what I remember, was known to get a little. If he didn't like you, he would beat the crap out of you. So I am going to go with he said, "Leave the WWE or you come step in the ring with me."
So again, you guys both got that correct. Yeah. So he said to either don't come back or face me. And they opted out immediately because, like, I don't care who you are. I don't want to face Andre the Giant in the ring. Nope. I don't want to face any of the WWE because regardless of whatever you guys think is fake or not, they do real things. They're actually jumping off, the ropes. They're actually jumping on, The Undertaker threw a whole bunch of thumbtacks onto the ring at one point, and that backfired on him. Those were real. So, I mean, regardless, people are getting hurt. I would not want to face Andre. So, yes, they opted out, and that was the other thing, was facing Andre.
No, he would beat people unconscious. Like, he would like, if he hit you for real, you're not getting up. And
oh no.
That's what he would do.
Pretend like you're dead.
That's why he was who he was. So, anyways.
Yeah, forget that mess. I'm not just stepping in the ring, so I think they made the wise decision. So, awesome. Next question, and this one will go to Brian. Bobby the Brain Heenan did something utterly ridiculous to a fan instead of signing their autograph. Was it A, he smacked the kid? Was it B, he spit on the kid? Was it C, he hit on his mom in front of him? Or he joked about his entire family in front of the kid?
Those are all good.
They are.
I can imagine him doing every single one of those things.
Yeah, I can too. But Bobby the Brain, he was, he had the gift of gab, and he could trash talk with the best of them. So I'm going to say he made fun of the kid's entire family.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If it was Ric Flair, it would be hit on his mom. But Bobby the Brain, it's probably make fun of his entire family.
Yeah, so you guys actually both got that incorrect.
Oh.
So he actually spit on the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
He spit on the kid. So he said, I can actually pull up the quote really quick. What ended up happening was, on such an incident involved a fan asking for an autograph, Ever the heel, Bobby spat on the kid. Instead, he'd probably lose the piece of paper, but he'll remember the experience forever.
Yeah.
That's what he said. And I'm like, you know what? Yes and no. I feel like that's still, I mean, yes, you're still in character, but like spitting on someone, I feel like that is crossing the line. Now, if you like push me out of the way or something like that, or I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I feel like spitting on someone is a little too much. But this is the WWE we're talking about. What do you think, Jason?
Well, this was the '80s, so it does not shock me. Like the '80s, they wouldn't even ride in the same car. If you were a bad guy and a good guy, you couldn't ride in the same car. If you were friends, you weren't allowed to be seen together. And so in the '80s, it was intense. It was all about not breaking kayfabe and making sure that it would look as legit as possible. And so, yeah, there's stories that I've heard where like they literally just screamed and yelled, and they had to run, or like where heels were threatened to be killed, and had to run out of Laredo because they talked smack about Eddie Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's certainly just being a heel in the 80s was 80s/90s was a very funny time, because it was like you had to live that life all the time. So
Yep. So yes, you guys both got that incorrect. But it is now 2-2. You guys are both evenly matched. And so this next question, I might need a little help with if I mispronounce a name. Hulk Hogan had a crazy incident happen to him by another wrestler, Harley, by chance. And so, yes, so what actually ended up happening on the ring? Did A, Harley flash a gun at Hulk Hogan threateningly? Was it B, he actually threw poop at Hulk Hogan? Was it C, he joked about Hulk Hogan's mom on the ring? Or was it D, he purposely punched Hulk Hogan in the groin?
oh, come on. All right.
And this is Jason.
I'm gonna go with throw poop.
Okay.
No, he punched him in the groin. I won't punch him groin.
Okay. Ryan, what do you think?
It's a hard one.
Give me those choices one more time.
I know that he did flash him a gun, but not at the ring, so I could be getting that wrong But anyways.
So yeah, he flashed a gun at Hulk Hogan. He threw poop at him. He joked about his mom, or he punched him in the groin.
Oh, well, just to make things interesting.
Yeah, see, you said it wrong, you cheater. Anyways.
Oh, I didn't even catch it.
I already gave the answer, Brian. Just listen to me.
Okay, well, that's I go with punch him in the groin. That'd be my first.
No. Do the actual sit. Yeah.
So he.
Are you sure? Because I feel kind of strongly about any of the other choices.
All right. Well,
specifically, like one in particular.
So he flashed a gun in the ring at Hulk Hogan.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah.
You got it right. That is awesome, man. So, yes, that is the correct answer. So, regardless if it was on the ring or not, they say that Harley actually flashed a .38 caliber gun at Hulk Hogan.
It's not if he could or if he couldn't. He couldn't care. They wear underwear on the ring, and where's he going to hide a .38 caliber, Trey?
So
where's he going to put it?
So here's what it says. One particular occasion, WWE was in St. Louis, Harley Race's town. The toughest man walking on God's green earth actually pulled a gun out on Hulk Hogan at the arena.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Depending on which story you believe, Hogan's or Harley's, either Race was going to blow Hogan's kneecaps off, or Harley's was going to slap the wind out of Hogan before scaring him with a .38 caliber. So, I mean, I get the feuds and stuff, but this is a little much. But yeah, he actually threatened him with a gun. Regardless, I mean, that's what it says here, and I'm doing the quiz, so therefore, sorry, Jason, you got it incorrect. So,
yeah,
but
I said I know that story, so that was like.
Jason has a chance of coming back, and this is the final question.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna get right, but you're still gonna make sure I lose. So.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Who is my favorite wrestler?
Oh, dang it!
Brian.
John Cena.
No.
Are you giving us options? Did we
No.
get options? No. Well, it's not John Cena.
Jason, what is Boston doing in the background?
There's no Boston in the background.
He's sitting in the chair. Do you not see him?
Oh, wow.
Is that a ghost?
Wait, so why are you giving me the hint to win? John Cena is your favorite wrestler?
No. I'm wanting you to look around.
Son.
Well, here. No. Jason. It's okay. Here,
something
guess.
better. Do
I'll give
something
you guys a couple
better,
guesses. Guess.
Was it?
I know the answer, but then I thought you.
It's not John Cena.
Not John Cena. How about? Well, shoot.
You just send him a
Hulk-
Facebook.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay. Oh, Undertaker.
Oh man, he said it first. You get it correct. Let's get it.
Nice.
Hey,
That's pretty good.
Good job, Jason. You guys both did great at the quiz. I thought it was really well. I totally made up the fourth question on the fly. It was right here in front of me though, which was great. But so I'm glad you guys liked it. But yeah, so The Undertaker is actually one of my favorite wrestlers. The thing came off my glasses, but that is the end of our quiz. Jason, take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Trey. That was a fun quiz. I said the one thing about the things that Brian said he liked is like, dang it, those are both things I love. So it was going to be a close quiz either way.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Now, those are some dope podcasts, Brian. Or the wrestling podcast. Oh, so
Yep.
good.
Jim
what is
Cornette.
it? Jim Cornette. I like what's his name's better. What's his name? The dude that now works for them again, and he works with Homie. Oh man,
Homie.
he works with the dude that does everybody's podcast. The dude that does the Ric Flair one, does 83 weeks, and what is it called? Anyways, it's my favorite one. Brother Love.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Yeah, not Mankind. Mick Foley.
No, Brother Love.
Oh, brother. I'm thinking of brother dude.
The red guy.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Either.
I mean, he's like he works for the WWE now. He has his podcast is like he has episodes that are like 3 hours long, and I will listen to all 3 hours. It's
Okay.
like so good, good stories, awesome stuff. But anyways, enough. I regress. But Brian, thank you so much for being on the show today. We're excited to have you. When I asked you something that would make the year better, you just told me about all the different things you do. And so when I thought about this, I thought building your story. I think everybody needs to build the story of their life or do something to make themselves better so they can grow, so they can tell that story. And you do an awesome podcast where you help people tell their tragedy to triumph story on the Finding Everest podcast, Conquering Everest.
Conquering Everest, yep.
See, I don't know why I said finding. But anyways.
You got to find it before you can conquer it, I guess.
Why do you think
There you
building
go.
your story is an important thing for a better year?
Why do I think that? Well,
Yeah.
I think with building the story, I think there's a level of vulnerability that we need to throw out there. I think a lot of folks, in my opinion, will mask or wear a mask to kind of hide what's going on in their life. And one thing that I started about 6 years ago is I said, I can't hide behind a mask or a fake bravado. I've got to let my story be known. It started out as being therapy for me because it everything that I had to endure as a kid and as I grew up. But what really got me is in 2019, I went through. I began the battle with severe depression, and I basically lost 2 years of my life to depression, trying to recover, trying to heal. And it was so frustrating to me because I consider myself a positive guy. I like speaking, I like writing, meditation, all that stuff, but yet it still got me. And it came very close to a point where that I wasn't going to exist anymore. So but during that 2 years of torment, I was looking for something. I'd be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, nobody else is awake, and I'd just be looking for someone out there, whether it was on YouTube or a podcast. I just wanted to be reassured that I wasn't crazy, that it's okay, I'm going to be okay, that I'm not the only one that's going through this. But I couldn't find that. All I could really find was experts that would say, do X, Y, and Z. Get up out of bed and go exercise. No, that doesn't necessarily work when you are in a severe depression. You can't get out of bed. So when I started the podcast, it was to do that. I said, we need to let our stories be known. My story, it's not going to be for everybody because not everybody's gone through what I went through in life, but somebody has. And so if they hear my story, they're going to at least know they're not alone in the battle. And then I started having guests, and because everybody does have that story. So I think it's important if you're out there and you haven't told your story, if you're holding on to baggage, go ahead, just get vulnerable. Let that go. Write it. You can put a blog out. You can start a podcast. I had no experience when I started mine. I just did it, and so building that story it's not only therapeutic for the storyteller, but it could possibly change somebody's life.
Yeah.
And you change one person's life, you change a lot of lives.
Yep.
So
No, that's
I feel that, man.
And again, the building the story thing isn't just writing a story down so people would hear. It's like just moving forward, like you were saying, just trying to get out of that dark hole that is depression, or just trying to lose some weight, or just do something for yourself to move forward. So next thing you know, a year from now, you'll have a great story to tell people. Even if it's just the people that you bump into, or if it's hey, one thing I'll say right now, please build your story so me and Trey can have you on our podcast.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have great guests and have people talk about their life, but I think sometimes people just get stuck in the flow of life and don't think, hey, I should do more than just be here. And I think that's what we all need to do, is just move forward. So when I think about what you do, it inspires me, because I'm like, I think that more people should fight to become better, and so they could tell a better story. Speaking of that, what is one of your favorite episodes of your own show for that purpose?
When I started interviewing other folks and having them on, actually I don't even like the word interview. I like to consider it a conversation, because I don't script any of my questions. But I always resonate with every one of them. But I recently had on Sarah Weiss, and she, kind of hearing her story. I met her through a Facebook group, and she came. She did a live stream in that group, and the first image I saw when the camera went on is she had her hair all messed up, and I was like, what the heck is going on? And that's just how she starts. She's just like, bring your authentic self, your perfectly imperfect self. And she has and I don't know the exact quote, but she says something along the lines is, just be yourself, because they're going to judge you anyways. And I'm like, that's so right, because I could do my hair and, wear a nice shirt and somebody's not going to like it. I come on like a, sweatshirt and my hair a mess, and, somebody's not going to like it. So I just talking to her and hearing her kind of insights and wisdom, and she, single mom, welfare, had lost family and friends. So she just had a really good story that I could connect with. And I liked her authenticity. I felt like she was really just authentic and honest. So
That's awesome. How long have you been doing your podcast?
I started in May of 2020, right while I was still in the thick of the depression. So if you listen to some of the first couple episodes, I was actually depressed, and I was probably, before I recorded that episode, I was probably like, wanting to rip my hair out, but because just the state of mind. But so I started in May of 2020, but really I started putting in the effort here in January of 2021, because December I started feeling better and I got myself into a good place.
Awesome,
and
man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's cool. I was going to ask you, because I'm like, a lot of people started podcast about that time. And so like for me and Trey, we've been doing this longer than that. So it always felt weird when everybody else started their own podcast.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but we've been doing this longer. And then all the famous people start doing their podcast. Nobody's watching ours anymore.
Right.
Well, Brian, really quick, I just wanted to relate to you, man, because I took. When did you say this was again? This 2 year spin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2019, 2020. It just
Yeah, man. I mean,
against the
I feel
ropes.
that I wouldn't say I was in it for that long, but I would say I was in there for a good 4 or 5 months of just the initial just complete just shutdown and me trying to work my way out of it. Like I completely relate because I was totally there. And, I will, as far as existence was concerned, I was not a fan. Like, I was not
Yeah.
wanting to be here anymore. I was like, and really quick, what are some things that kind of like helped you get through the day? Because I know,
Nice.
I mean, just
Yeah.
looking through maybe some of our listeners right now that, when they're not having a great day, because like for me, when I never understood what depression was before it hit me in the face. And it was like, oh, just get outside. Like you said, just go exercise. It's like, no,
No,
I can't
doesn't
get out
happen.
of bed. Like, I don't think you understand where I'm at. It's like, go
Right.
lift weights, go run, go be outside. I don't think you understand. I can't roll over.
Yep. Well, I will say for me, the first year when it really started to kick in, and for me, I knew it was real when I started having thoughts of suicide. And for that first year, I just worked. I would have my 9 to 5, and then I would do like DoorDash after work. And I mean, literally, I would get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and I would work until 10 o'clock at night. And I did that for a year, just trying to hide it, just trying to mask it. And that is not what you want to do, people.
Yeah.
You do not want to distract yourself with anything because it's gonna come. That monster's gonna break out, and it's coming for you. So in 2020, I finally decided I'm gonna get help. And so I talked to my medical doctor about options for medication, but beyond that, I found a counselor that I could really resonate with. And it's not one size fits all. You might have to go through 2 or 3 counselors before you find one that you really connect with. And I say that because a lot of folks that I've known and talked to, I saw a counselor and I didn't like him or her and I never went back. Well, okay, you didn't like her, that's him or her, that's fine. Find somebody else. But when I finally just said, you know what, stigma or no stigma, I don't care. I'm going to admit I need help. That started the process, but ultimately I had the medical help, I had the emotional help, but then there came a time where I just said to myself, you know what, I can't, I'm not going to let this live my life for me. And I just made a decision. And I said, and I made little goals. I said, tomorrow I'm going to get up and take a shower, and if I was, I'd get up and I'd take a shower. And if I accomplished that, pat myself on the back, say, good job, you did it. Even if I went back to bed and slept all day.
Yeah.
If I didn't make it to the shower, that's okay. Tomorrow's another day. So I really just started changing the cycle of my thoughts. And instead of taking why are you doing this to me? God, why are you doing this to me? Instead of playing kind of that victim card, I just said, you know what? I'm going to fight this thing. I used to box and it's like, I could stand in a ring and take several shots to the head. Well, this thing doesn't have real physical hands. So what's it going to do to me? And I just really pepped I give myself pep talks and just set your goals small. Just start small. Get up and go for a walk, and the next day, get up and take a shower. Whatever it is, you just got to pick. You got to find the small victories, and those small victories will build and build and build. And then one day, for me, it was like, I'm ready to get up and go back after it. But you can't stop there. I mean, every day is, you got to work on your thoughts. It kind of starts in the mind. So, every day I kind of give myself that pep talk, and I still do the things I need to do to continue to heal. So,
Brian, I appreciate you opening up, man. I know you probably didn't expect to talk any about that, but I think I really wish more people knew and were aware of what mental health was, because it's not a thing. It's just not a thing that people we're talking about. Jason, really quick, I'd like to hit these comments and then feel free to take.
Do your thing. I was gonna do the same thing. So
perfect. Yeah, so Sandy says, sharing your story is so awesome. You truly never know how life-changing it can be. And then earlier, Jaime was saying about how we're unpopular. He was saying that Sandy and I watch us. So
Yes, that's obvious from the quotes, from the comments every single week.
And Jaime had a question I wanted to get to, but also for those that have never faced depression, they mean well, but their advice just they don't understand the struggle.
Yeah.
For people, obviously our friends that are like, oh, come on, man, cheer up. It's like, you don't understand.
Yeah.
if I could flip a switch, I would.
I had somebody tell me, it was actually it was at my job, because I was off of work for a while, but I actually had an executive tell me to grow thicker skin, and I was just like, yeah, no, you don't know what this is about.
You don't understand. But that's awesome, man. And then Jaime's thanking you for talking about this, and then so is Sandy. She's saying thank you so much for sharing. And then Jaime said you can accomplish it all, and maybe we can just hit this really quick, Jason. Do you think depression automatically I know the answer to this, but do you think depression automatically equals not wanting to be in this world anymore?
No. I've been I know, as I've gone back and I've looked at my past and I've seen actions, I was depressed for a long time. Had a very rough childhood, rough teenage years, and and I was insecure, and that insecurity led to depression. And that depression, I was a highly functioning depressed man. In that, I was getting up and I was going to work every day. I would shoot basketball with the guys, and was working out, different things in my life, or play video games, whatever it was. I was highly functioning with it, and I never had a suicidal thought. But I never fully addressed the issue. I masked it, and for me, I masked it with relationships. So I would bounce from relationship to relationship because I was looking for external validation for who I was. And you can't rely on somebody else's opinion of you. You've got to be able to love yourself, and until you really learn to be in love with who you are, it's going to hang around. And so, no, I wouldn't say it automatically. You don't wake up and depressed and wanting to kill yourself or anything like that. You could. It's kind of like alcoholism. I had a conversation with somebody that used to be an alcoholic, and it's a lot of the same thing, to where you're just masking deeper pain. And if you don't address that pain, eventually, yes, I think it could get to a point where you start having suicidal ideations. That's why I think it's important, as soon as you even get the inkling that maybe you're depressed, go talk to somebody and start that treatment cycle early.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the tangent we just ran on up there. But Jason, go ahead.
No. As said, I think it's an important thing. And the moment you mentioned it, I knew that Trey was going to want to spend some time on it. Because,
Sorry.
No. As in, it's an amazing thing to talk about. And again, it brings back to the point of building your story. It's like most people don't think that a great story can start with a depression. But you wouldn't be doing this podcast. You wouldn't be doing your podcast. Did you start the life coaching after all this too?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like all the things you do now started with something very sad, but it became something amazing, and that is the whole point. It's like building your story doesn't need to start with and I won an Academy Award.
Yeah.
It's I laugh because I'm like post-mortem. After having a baby depression is real, even for the dad. So,
is that post-mortem or postpartum?
Postpartum. I don't know what it is.
Postmortem would be after I
Death?
think you're dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was I don't think.
I was pretty sure I did it wrong. That's why I just kept moving. But I laugh because it's like, I went through that, and it's like, it just doesn't feel good. But it's like there's a chance to move forward, and that's the idea. You build the story by steps. It doesn't need to be something insane and awesome.
And I'll just say one more quick thing. The hardest thing for me to do is when I decided. So I asked for help. I started going to help and getting help, but there came a day where I was ready to be done, and luckily that rational side of my brain spoke up and said, wait, go go talk, go to the doctors, go somewhere. I had no idea where to go, so I went to prompt care, and I know the lady at the desk, she's probably like, I didn't sign up for this, because I was like a nut job that I was crying and I was pacing, and they got me back, and they put me in touch with a crisis counselor, and she said, I think you need to be you should consider hospitalization.
Yeah.
And I did. So I did. I mean, in hospital is kind of like going to prison, but a little bit nicer. I mean, you get to, nobody's shanking you in the shower or anything like that.
Sure.
But,
well,
you're pretty locked down, and
be careful.
Yeah, be careful what you. But I will say, when I went and I was hospitalized for a week, and I was surrounded by broken people, and it was like, wow, I'm not alone. And I can remember times where we'd huddle, like a couple of us would huddle up, somebody's having a rough day, and we would pray, or we'd do something. It was just like so much community and love, and we didn't know each other. We were strangers. But through that pain and through that suffering, we bonded. And I feel like for me, that was really the turning point, is when
Awesome.
I just put myself out there. But
that's great. I think that's great. What, you have something, Trey?
I'm sorry, my roommates are acting like idiots on the other side of this door, but I feel like so Satan is the father of lies, right? Lies are the only thing he speaks, and that is the number one thing that he gets people through depression, is just feeding them lies. Because when I was going through what I was going through, I literally felt like it was never going to change.
yeah.
And I was like, if I'm living this life, like I felt on cloud 9 most times. Like, not that I was like jumping out of bed, vomiting rainbows and pooping butterflies or something, but literally it was like, I just never known this much pain.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't want existence to be this for however long God's got me on the rest of this earth. But like, no, and Satan was feeding no one else knows what you're going through. No one else knows what you're talking about. No one else has the mental struggles that you do. And so I think when you saw that, that's so encouraging, just to know that you are not alone, because we're human. We're all going to go through the same things differently, but more or less the same. And I love Jaime's comment here. He said, no traffic.
Don't drop
I'm like,
that.
oh, gosh, come on, man. And then he has a perfect question for more of your life coaching, because I definitely want to talk about that more. Is he said, I've thought about being a life coach. Where do I start?
Start right where you are. You just start right where you are. There's life coaches. Some people say, hey, I'm a life coach, and I'm look at all these certifications. There's no law or regulations around anybody can call themselves a life coach, but you don't have to be an expert like a doctor or a psychologist or a psychiatrist to coach someone. Coaching, I coached youth basketball for a long time, and coaching is teaching. You're just sharing experiences. You're laying the fundamentals, right? Couldn't tell you how many times get a group of kids, and first 10 practices, all we did was dribble and layups. So if you've lived a life, and if you've got a story, and if you feel like you've overcome something, financial, divorce, whatever, you're in a position to coach and mentor. So if you want to be a life coach, just start where you are. And right now I coach for free. I don't cost. I don't charge anybody anything. Maybe down the road I will, but I'm just starting where I'm at. I'm not an expert at depression or mental health, but I am a survivor, and that's saying something. So
yeah, that's amazing. And I said, well, my it's also good to be on our show, because my first guest host or first co-host before Trey actually left our show to become a super successful business coach, and
nice.
So he actually he is super focused. He coaches Latin lawyers, women Latin lawyers, and he helps them with their businesses and building it. And
Latin lawyers.
He has a very big
Lady Latin lawyers.
Yep, Lady Latin lawyers, and he has a podcast and all that stuff that he actually focuses on those things. And it's he just went for he was starting one thing, and then throughout the months, throughout the years, it became its own thing, and you just realized these are the people that want to come get help from me, so I'm just going to focus on them, and it's been really helpful for him. But I think that that's what he did too. He just was like, I don't have work right now. I need to do something. I'm really good at this. I have no certifications, but I know stuff, and he'd been helping people for years for free, and he was like, why not just try? And now it's been almost either 2 or 3 years now that it's his own business now, and he makes a living being a coach. He was a motivational speaker, not as much last year, but there was those things. But it's an amazing thing. What really pushed you to go, I need to be a life coach?
For me, it was just it's something I've thought about for a long time. I know my passion in life, my purpose in life is to help others. And so even when I've had jobs, just in like, I worked in a call center for a while, and I absolutely love that job. I love getting phone calls and being able to help somebody and solve their problem and then move on to the next person and solve. So I thrive on that instant satisfaction of a job well done when you can help somebody. So I knew early on that that's what I wanted to do. But I didn't have the confidence, and I thought, well, if I'm going to call myself a life coach, then I need to go spend thousands of dollars and get a Tony Robbins certification. No, because you know what, I've taken a few courses here and there, and as I've gone through some life coaching courses, I'm like, they're not telling me anything I don't already know. You, as a coach, you're not there to reshape somebody's life. You're there to teach, to guide, to give them some accountability. There's so many layers to it. I don't like the word life coach. I wish I could think of something more clever to call it, but once I went through the depression though, and I came out of it, I knew I couldn't sit back and just wait. I just had to do it. And so that's what this year's been all about so far, starting the podcast, starting a coaching business. And I'm still writing. I still have a desire to speak publicly. So, I mean, it's just go get it.
That's awesome.
Go get it.
That's awesome, man.
How about Laugh Curator?
Curator
Laugh
of
curator.
laughter.
Yeah, curator of laughter, or a life curator, or
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
I might have to toss around some ideas. I just, I like just being a coach and a mentor. I don't want to put a tag on it. I want to be able to help anybody that I can. And if I can't, then I want to have the connections to put them in touch with somebody that can. So,
Jaime says paid discipling. Sweet.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm going to be a paid discipler.
Actually, Trey, there's been many times where I had like 6 or 7 of them in a week, and every single one of them was somebody took me to lunch or dinner. So it was like I was getting paid meals for every time I got with somebody.
Amazing.
And I would make jokes. I'm like, I'm not doing this for you to feed me, guys. I appreciate it though.
It's like I really just need to plan out my week so where, man, I'm not gonna be able to pay for breakfast this day. Hey, can we get this?
One of my best friends, for a whole year, he took me out every single Friday to one of the best breakfast places in San Antonio. It's not cheap. It's called Magnolia Pancake House, and it's awesome.
Ooh.
When you come down, we'll go over there. But he would take me, and we would get something awesome every single week, and it was just to the point that we'd have the same waitress, and everybody would say hi to us. And
regulars, I love it.
It was like he would pay it, and I'm like, dude, I can pay for it. There was a time I didn't have work, so it was nice, but it was funny. So
I have a Taco Luchador literally 2 blocks away from my house, and it's one of my favorite taco joints. And I kid you not. So most of them know me by name, and they know my number. So, hi, darling, how can we help you? Or what can I get for you today? I was like, it's normally Taco Luchador. How can we help you? Or what would you like to get? It's like, they already know who's calling. I'm like, this is a problem. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
But anyway.
But I think it's that time, Trey.
Ooh, what time are you talking about, Jason?
I think it's time you get a life coach.
There you
go. Well, it's funny you say that because me and my mom have actually been talking about it quite a bit, and I've been coming up with the funds to actually afford a life coach, and some can get kind of expensive. But I might have to hit Brian up because apparently he's
free. I don't charge anything right now.
But no, it is.
It's time for question of the day.
All right, so we got a really amazing question this time around at iGreenGod, per usual. And he says, if you could convince everyone in the world to do one thing at one point in time, what would that thing be?
Oh, no. That's easy, Trey. Watch our podcast.
Watch our
There you go.
podcast.
Tune in.
Just one day. Let's go.
Give me $1. You'd be a billionaire immediately.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You'd be a billionaire. Well, how many people are on Earth? 7.2 billion, 7.3 billion, something like that. Yeah, literally, that is hilarious. If we could literally give $1 to everyone, like every person, you know how crazy that would be?
Be all
Like,
right.
I don't know if that would work, would it? I don't think there's enough money in the world.
I don't know.
There's more
That's an
than-
idea.
Trey, there's more than $2 billion in the world.
I mean, yes, but I'm saying, so since I'm not doing the math correctly, but if everyone gave $1,
To everybody else, yeah, that would be insane.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be giving $1, but then be receiving $7.2 billion, and then everyone else would be receiving $7.2 billion.
I
Anyway,
don't think it works that way.
what do you think, Brian?
I would say do something that scares the crap out of you. And
So everyone scares everyone at the same time.
yeah, so you know, just face your fears or whatever. Like, you know, if you have a fear of public speaking, let's get everybody together and
all
just
talk at the same
watch you.
time?
Yeah, just
Oh, okay.
watch you sit up there and talk and struggle through it. But I guarantee if you if you face those fears, a lot of good's going to come out of it. So
There you go.
I want everyone to burp at the same time. Excuse me.
oh,
What the
man.
heck? I don't know where that came from. I want everyone to burp at the same time. Man. The thing is, I feel like that just wouldn't be enough. Like, it wouldn't be like an echo across the world. It would, I don't know. It'd have to be enough people in one spot.
How would we farted at the same time? Trey?
You know,
You've seen the show Butterfly Effect, right?
yes.
Yeah, so everybody burps. Who knows? That might be the end of civilization.
Oh,
I
man.
know. So
Anyway.
this is that time, Brian, where I'm going to make up a song using all the things that we talked about. Is there anything that you want me to make sure that I add into the song at this point?
I like to let the artist be an artist. So
All right.
anything.
Trey, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so first off, Brian, do you have a stage name?
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean just my name.
Would you like
Just-
us to
just-
give you one?
I mean,
Yeah.
would you like to have one?
Yeah, go
How
ahead.
about
Oh no.
free life coaching, Brian?
Yeah.
Free life, Brian. Free life,
life,
Brian.
Brian.
Free life, Brian. Okay, sweet.
Free life, Brian. All right.
Yo, it's DJ Sound Effects, Scott the Psalmist, and Free Life Brian on the mic.
Let's get it. Let's get it, Jason.
Here I go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Maybe not. I'm just playing. I'm sitting here about to drop kick my kid out of his chair. Only if I gotta break the people now we're unaware. Everybody stare. Only if they get me chair. But now they looking back like any wrestlers in their underwear. Unaware of everything they do. Cause they never knew that I was gonna show a gun, dude. I don't show guns. That's not me. Only if I'm Harley Race. Exhale, breathe, and I gotta say, wait, where do I go if I don't know? And yes, I'm gonna answer of Make-A-Wish kids go. But no, not the Ultimate Warrior. He did not do that. And he can't even react the facts. And I'm better when I'm getting through. Now I pretend to do. Now we talk about it because the podcast is keeping true. Yeah, it's conquering Everest, and only if I can't break it down, and I never miss. Oh, but we got my boy Brian. He's only telling them what he cannot find. That telling a story, and there you go. Cause you gotta build your story and let them know. Oh, and don't be afraid, yo, and don't be afraid to tell them that you know. Oh no, sometimes life mess you up, but you get up, and then you gotta do what's up, and that's no. We even talked about depression, and it was sad, but we learned some lessons, and then we grew and became a different kind of man. Now he's coming back with a podcast plan, and he's life coaching, showing all the different times, like the life was something and the shawl. And we got Trey doing nothing on the show because he never CEO. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm out of control. Now he's gonna change the beat just to mess with me, bro, because I'm not even perfect, and now I get it. But so I'm all amazing, and I can't spit it. I know sometimes I never break it down, and then I'm looking because my people trying to hear me howl. And when the cow like a brown cow with chocolate milk, only if I knew it I was gonna break it, then I spit. Oh no, what am I doing? Because I flow though, so go. But now I gotta say I don't know. Taco, luchador, only if I show. When I gotta say that I was gonna take a pocket go. And now I got pancakes, Mongolia, only if I can't break it down. And now I know you want me to be that guy, only if I flip it down. Yes, I'm fly. Flip it going, trip it on. So now I gotta sit along looking for my people because I gotta mow the lawn. And then I gotta fill them what they say if I do. And now I got my mommy on the comments house, dude. Now I can't trip because I sit because I'm cool. Only if I pretend that everything is true. Now I know that I'm a father and I grow, but we all gotta move. This is what I know. Oh, but now I guess that's our song. I guess that's our life, and we overcome. And now we gotta conquer it ever. So now I be listening to the man's podcast, yes, sirree. And now I know that sometimes we gotta flip it. I'm overcome. Oh, we're looking for the light ticket, but now I got to spit it because I still don't know. And Jaime Pina, we all love you, my bro. There you go.
Appreciate it, man. Oh, well, here, I'll help you out. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
You know what, Trey? It looked like you did that with no hands. That was kind of dope. I was like, wait.
I know.
When did you even press the button?
I'm just that quick. I just know where it's at. I can just flick it and go.
You're so amazing.
Sounds like Jaime had to leave. I'm so sad.
Yeah, that's because they're about to have Sandy Talk Sheets happening here in a few minutes. I'll make sure before we log out that I put the link in the comments. And if everybody that's watching could just click in and just say hi to her. I know it's only like 3 or 4 people, but I know it would be super encouraging to Sandy for us to do that as I play the music in the wrong place. That's her music. I know the music because I made her intro, so you know there's that. And so don't go yet because we still have one more thing. But here is Sandy's show. So if you want to go in there after this, I put in the link in the comments. So hopefully, and there you go. But thank you guys for watching the show. Make sure that you go check out all of our other shows on our website at flows4u.com. That's the number 4, the letter U at .com, and it's an amazing site. We also have a podcast, so go to the places where you listen to podcasts and subscribe. I promise you the new episodes will be up soon. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. But we also have all of our previous shows on Facebook, so please check those out. We're also on YouTube and Twitch at Flows4u Pod. So please check all those out. Then, if you're looking for building a new website and getting in places, go to nomadweb.design, an amazing place to get websites built for you. 24 access to the designer. It's pretty cool. And again, go watch Sandy Talk Sheets. It's an amazing show. It's every Thursday at 9, right after us. We're their new lead-in, so that's amazing. And she's great. She talks about murder mysteries and things like that. They watch crazy shows and then have a guest on and talk about it. Not my cup of tea, but I love Sandy because she's amazing, and she makes a pretty good show. So, Trey, is there anything else that we need to tell the people?
No, you guys should know where to find us by now. If you don't, like Jason said, go to flows4u.com and you can message us there directly. If you guys have a question of the day that you want to put on the show or have featured, please send it to us. We want some funny stuff. We want some goofy stuff for our or something to just blow our minds away. If you guys want to be on the show yourself, please hit us up. Brian, I don't know if we gave you a plug, bro. Let's do that right now. Where can we find you? Tell the people where to look for you and what you're about and what you do.
All right. So if you're looking to, you just want to talk about coaching or anything like that, you can go to conqueringeverest.com. There's a button you click at a contact me via email. Anybody can reach out to me via email, brian@conqueringeverest.com. And then as far as the podcast goes, you can find it on all the streaming platforms. I'm hosted through Podbean, so if you'd like to leave a comment on an episode, download the Podbean podcast app, and boom, you could do that. But iTunes Google Podcasts, Spotify. It should be available. Just search Conquering Everest. And then recently, I've started doing live streaming with my guests as well. So if you go to YouTube, there's a Conquering Everest YouTube page if you like to see more things like this.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
I had a great time.
Yep, I did too. Thanks.
All right, Jason.
All right. Now, Brian, it's your chance to tell Trey 3 words, and he's going to
Billy
make
Bob Thornton.
Trey's going to try to be me, which he definitely never will be, but he is way funnier.
I don't want to be, so
It's
there.
oh,
I'm just kidding, Jason.
he wants to be Jaime. He doesn't want to be Jason.
There you go.
He loves Jaime.
I just want to be Trey.
Oh,
So there.
So 3 words? Is that's
Yes, 3 words, phrases, something we talked about, something just came to mind, anything.
Let's go Chevy Chevette.
Okay.
Taser.
Car, Trey.
I figured. Taser? Ooh.
Taser, and then
Big thing
how?
in the news right now.
You said what?
That's a big thing in the news right now.
Yeah.
I
Taser.
think I missed the story.
Oh yeah, I might.
We're not going to talk
getting
about
political on that. I don't mean it in a political way. It's just
No, it's fine.
And then how about we go with the final word of broccoli?
Perfect. All right, I'm actually going to write this down because I thought I could remember it, but I can't apparently because my brain's not working. It's fine. Chevy Chevette, Taser, and broccoli.
There you go.
Perfect. Oh, there we go. Yeah! Thank you so much, Brian, for hopping on the show tonight. Thank you so much, guys, for blowing up the comments. We're about to get silly. One time for the one time. Let's get it. What was I driving? My Chevy Chevette. Yeah! Big rims on the side, you know how we do it. Driving down the 502, Louisville crew, that is what we do. Oh yeah! What did I have in my hand? It was a projectile taser, man. I drove down the street in my Chevy with the taser in my hand. I said, yeah. I looked at the guy that gave me a bird. I said, pop, taser. I said, pop, taser. I said, pop, taser. Oh no, man. What did he have in his hand? He had a bag of groceries. What was in it? Broccoli, man. With some cheddar cheese on the top, and it got all over his shirt as he was falling because I hit him with the taser. Crap, man! That was his favorite shirt too. Jason, take us home, dude.
Thank you so much, guys, for checking out the show. Thank you, Brian, for being here, man. Thank you, Trey, for doing whatever that was. And we love you. You always hit us up on our website. And thank you again. See you next week. Brian, stay on. Don't go anywhere. Bye, guys.
Are you looking for a different kind of podcast? How about informative and clean? It will make you laugh. Scout and Trey, yeah, that's what we do. We got a little funny thing, keeping it true. Hey, we take your topics and all your ideas and bring in a guest and we answer them there. Then we make a freestyle rap and do it for you. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, that's what we do. Yep, flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we do now. This is what we do. Say it flows for you, flows for you. This is what we